Hey, I'm Cece Summers. Welcome to Twisted Love. This game is by Twisted Studios, which are the same people that made Sterile Desires, which was an entirely sweet and wholesome game, so you got high hopes for this one. You lay in the back of the car, tapping your fingers against the armrest. You see your friend's friend in the front seat, and you don't know how to start a conversation with them, so you just sit in awkward silence. Ugh, they're taking forever. Sorry about that, dude. They lean against the seat. Where is she? You say, looking around the back seat outside. I don't know. We've been waiting forever. They said with a frustrated chuckle, crossing his arms and tapping against the seat. Okay, my awkward ass. So, how's it going? So, do you know where she might be? You say to ease the awkward silence until Linda got there. They shrug at your response. I have, no idea. They said as they looked out the window, then back at you. Maybe they got lost or something. Or are getting the others. The others? You tilt your head in confusion and widen your eyes. They shrug before responding. Yeah, you didn't know? They tapped their finger on the seat a few times, thinking. No? They furrowed their brow and tilted their head. You really didn't know? No, she didn't tell me it was a group trip. I don't even know who you are, my dude. You chuckle awkwardly. They chuckled as well and smiled, running a hand through their hair. Damn. Sorry I ruined the surprise then. It's all good. You try to shrug it off. Is this Linda? Guess who got the liquor and marijuana? Linda peeks her head in, exclaiming loudly, making you jump. You blankly stare at her, startled. What? I'm literally the savior of this trip. Without it, it'd be such a boring-ass ride. You didn't tell me there were other people coming on this trip. Oh, come on. I told you weeks ago. You're so forgetful, you know that? So what? Are you going to ghost me again? I would just like the truth, Linda. Linda rolls her eyes as her arms fall to the side with items in hand dramatically. You gonna keep complaining or help me with this? Well, are you going to keep ignoring the question? You shoot back, quite angered. Sorry, I don't take that stuff. I don't think it's legal either, dude. A lady says, opening the car door, hopping into the passenger seat and closing the door behind her. Come on, you're all such wusses. She says playfully, dramatically sighing. This is Cece. Linda says, gesturing you to them. This is Ambrosia. Linda says, gesturing to the lady in the passenger seat. Nice to meet ya. And this is Jessie. She gestures to the driver as they give a single wave to you. Now, get off your ass and help me, Cece. Girl, had no idea that this was going to be a group trip. Didn't even know the driver. Did this person come and pick me up and I don't know who they are? Or did I just kind of wake up in the back of this van? Because that's the vibes that I'm getting, is that I was kidnapped And I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm okay with it. Linda waves you over as she goes over to the bags while Ambrosia and Jessie talk. You sigh and decide to follow her out of the car. Linda pulls you aside once you stand next to her and swings an arm around your shoulder. Listen, this trip could be pricey and, hey, we won't have to pay much with them coming on this trip. Linda whispers. I've convinced them that this trip is more expensive, making me and you not have to pay for our part of it. Linda, you dog. Is it okay if we ride with this stuff, guys? You hear Ambrosia from afar, the nervousness from her voice apparent even from over there. Of course, Ambro. Don't worry about it. Linda says to Ambrosia in the car with a fake smile. Ugh, you're horrible, you know that? I got your ass a free trip. With strangers? She laughs it off as she smacks your back playfully. That's hurry up, we're already an hour behind because you all decided to take your time. Ugh. She says, rolling her eyes playfully. Come on, I'm not putting all these bags in the car myself. It takes hours to look this good, you know? She says, flipping her hair and putting a few bags in the car. You roll your eyes and help her. Ugh, my nails! Linda groans, angered, as she notices her nail chipped. This is Ricky's damn job, not mine. I can't believe... Linda says, angered, as she walks back to the car. Where are you going? To the car. Ricky could do the rest. Linda waves you off, still upset she chipped her nails. Who's Ricky? You put the rest of the bags in the car as you shake your head at her. What an asshole. You look behind you to see a brown-haired man. Who might you be? Bitch, I was already here. What do you need to introduce yourself first. He extends his hand to you, smiling, running a hand through his hair dramatically. You roll your eyes and push a bag into his arms. The only person putting up bags since you're here, you've been recruited. You tell him, picking up another bag and putting it in the car. He looks at the bag for a moment before helping you put bags in the trunk. Then to you, smiling. I expected to meet a charming person, but you're even more stunning than I ever imagined. Oh, wow, thanks. I've been told I look really good in a dog cage. The man says as he goes to put his foot on the back of the trunk. His foot slipping out underneath him, the man slides and falls on the ground hard. Oh no. He quickly stands back up and brushes off his clothes like nothing happened, but you can see the searing pain in his face. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. We should go ahead and hop in. He says, trying to not show pain, and walks to the car quickly before hopping in. You shake your head and shrug as you slam the trunk and hop in the car. So... Linda says, looking directly at you, smirking. This makes you raise a brow. This is Alfred. You look to her, rolling your eyes, as she was being obviously extra. Luckily, it seems Alfred kind of picked up this was thrown on you. Alfred gives a gentle wave. Linda's told me some about you. That worries me about what she told you then. Especially because she has obviously not told us anything about him. Now the party can start. The man laughs from outside and slams the door open before hopping in and slamming it shut. Watch it. Don't slam my door, man. Oh, come on. Don't be dramatic. He rolls his eyes as he scoots next to Linda. What the hell, Ricky? Linda says, smacking him playfully, smiling as he grabs her leg before pulling him in an embrace and tracing her finger across his chest. Is it weird I found that kind of hot, though? Oh my god, Linda purrs as Ricky laughs and wraps an arm around her before they go into a makeout session. Disgusting. Ew, kick them in the face. Absolutely not. This started as a 2-person road trip that is now a 6-person road trip, and my friend's now making out with somebody while I have to sit trapped in the car? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Let me out. Well, at least we can all take solace that if this goes according to stereotypical horror movie tropes, she's dying first. You feel everyone as well as yourself look away awkwardly as Jesse starts to drive. Well, okay. So obviously Alfred was brought on this road trip for us, right? So I guess let's just talk to Alfred. Hey, buddy. So you some college guy? Used to. I dropped out. Pursued the wonderful world of writing. My specialty is in the genre of the romantic arts. Oh, God. I bet he's the kind of guy that uses things like his member or her heat. Or he writes about fucking monsters. I feel like there's no in-between here. But I'm also fascinated with the paranormal and supernatural. I believe this place will be great to let my creative mind flow. He says as he waves his arm in a flowy motion, dramatically. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, Ambrosia seems pretty chill. I hope we don't stay there too long. I don't like being away for too long from my fur babies. Linda said it'll last only a week, not any longer with the budget we're running on. Nice. Enough time for exploring. Where are we going? I swear if it's a cabin in the woods. She exclaims as she continues to look out the window and hum to herself. Okay. You ever been to this festival? Oh, a festival. Ooh, fun. Okay. You question them, curious. Not to this one, but I usually go to them. Pretty sweet. This one your first time? Yeah, it is. Been thinking about going to one, but it's not fun alone, you know? Yeah, I get that. They take another drag from his pipe, holding the smoke for a few seconds before blowing it out. It's way more fun coming with friends. He's smoking a pipe? A pipe? How old is he? Did anybody make sure we packed his vitamins and walker? Okay. You know, I can knock down someone in a split second, right? Where did Jesse go? They just disappeared. He says proudly. Yeah, I'm somewhat of a fighter. I doubt anyone will mess with me. And then Jesse just reappeared like magic. What the fuck? And he's gone again. He smirks to himself. Really sounds like he's looking for a fight. Best not stay around him. You ponder to yourself. Pondering where the fuck Jesse keeps going. They just keep disappearing into an alternate dimension. Alright, Linda, bitch. You sure you're okay with taking a vacation during this time? You question to Linda quietly. Yeah, it'll be okay. I just need some time for a breather, you know? My mom will get through it. She smiles reassuringly to you. She'll be okay. I just know it. Linda says confidently as you smile and nod. Alright, well, do we repeat? Do we have any repeat? Oh, okay. We can have multiple conversations. How's writing going for you then? Good talk. Okay, you ever been to this festival? You question them, curious. Oh, okay. So this one's the same. She's talking about knocking people out. It's only when I talk to Ricky that Jesse just disappears. Jesse does not like this man. Okay, so the only one that had repeat dialogue was Alfred. I'll see if he has anything else to say. Nope. Alright, well, we're just gonna sit in silence. You decide to keep to yourself and glance out the window, letting your mind rest before you dozed off. That's a lot of missing posters. What the fuck? Yeah, hello. Jolting up and hitting your head on the top of the car, freaked out, you quickly look around to find no one else in the car. You look around to see the town sign and see that you were already at the destination. Seeing as everyone is gone and a creepy old man is outside the car, you didn't think he could really harm you given his physique and stepped out of the car. Everyone is gone. We are alone in the car, and this bitch is standing outside. And we're just gonna get out? We're just gonna be like, hello. This is a horror movie, and everyone who's religious in horror movies is really trustworthy and a good person. Your car tires are blown. You should know the eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. Okay. Okay then. Did I sleep through the tires getting blown out? How? Where did everybody go just to leave me there? The Lord will watch over your coming and going both now and forevermore. He must be senile. He doesn't look that old. He looks like at the most he's like 40. I must be like tail end Gen Z or Gen Alpha. Oh my god, you're 30? How are you fucking alive right now? You're ancient. You thought as you were about to walk away. Apparently, the weird look you gave him that you thought wasn't showing, he notices right away. Don't grab me. Don't touch me. While you attempt to walk away, you feel a hand quickly placed on your shoulder and pushing you back into the van. Don't touch me, bitch! Do you not have any respect, you impolite prude? Prude? Isn't that what you want from me? He says as you wince in pain and widen your eyes. Close the door. Close the fucking van door. Oh my god. What the hell is your problem? He stares you up and down, making you feel very uncomfortable. Almost undressing you with his eyes. Close the fucking van door. Oh my god. The man sighs before brushing off his cassock. Forgive my sinful behavior. I've had a rather rough day. I don't give a fuck what kind of day you had. That doesn't mean you get to go around assaulting people. Like, I'm sorry I robbed that lady, Your Honor. It's just the lady at Starbucks had put regular milk instead of oat milk in my coffee that morning. Messed me up. The judge is like, all right, case dismissed, you rascal. Get out of here. He says as he adjusts his collar. I haven't had much sleep. This town is very noisy. Then go do that and leave me alone. He groans as he deeply sighs. When we encounter each other again, let me make it up to you for my rather improper behavior. On me. It's okay. Count us even. Even Stevens. We do not need to encounter each other again. It is okay. He just fucking runs away. Okay, bye. He gives an eerie grin before walking away quietly, making the hairs on your arms stand up. While he walks away, you watch and keep him in your line of vision until you can't see him anymore. You sigh and groan, looking at your surroundings. I'm going to have a word with them when I find them. You groan. Where should you go? Okay. So I guess, how long have we been out? Because they might all be eating right now. Why wouldn't they wake me up? These little shits. So far, this trip has been fucking awful. Ugh. I don't want to spend a week with these losers. All right, let's go in the diner and see if they're in there eating. You walk up to the diner and try to open the door. It's locked. I'm not going to the fucking church. Let's go to the motel and see if they're in there. You walk up to the motel and walk inside, hearing the loud ding of the door. Is that guy just watching porn? As you walk in, you hear a porno playing behind the receptionist desk, making you uncomfortable. That is a lot of tissues, sir. Oh, hell. Take you and your hippie friends out of here. Wait, what do you mean? Did you see a group of 5 recently? That slapping noise! No! Yeah, they were causing a bunch of ruckus in this town and they wouldn't stop blabbering their mouths. How long have we been here? The man says, sitting in his chair from the other side. Do you know what room they're in? Yeah, but there's an entrance fee. The man says, extending his hand out and doing a gripping motion. I thought you wanted me to get my friends out of here. What do you mean I have to pay you to come? Do you want me to get them or not? Pay up $5. Are you serious? You want to see your friends? He grunts. But that's all the cash I have. Oh my God, this slapping. I can't. Then I guess you aren't seeing them. What about $2? Can't haggle me, and I swear to God I'll make it $10. You hear the bell to the door open behind you, making you both look back. Excuse my friend here. How much was it again, dude? $10, since your friend here likes to chatter. You roll your eyes and shoot the man a look, but Ambrosia smiles confident and hands him a 10. I'll show you where the others are. Follow me, Cece. Oh, how nice of you, Ambrosia, to finally come back for me. She says gently, taking your hand and guiding you out of the motel as you feel the man staring daggers into your back until you are out of his line of sight. You follow behind Ambrosia as she guides you to a motel room on the far right. Also, don't worry about your luggage. I brought it in already. But you left me in the car? You bitches! She smiles as she opens the motel room door for you. Thank you, Ambrosia. You smile thankfully as you walk in. You see the rest of the group in there. Yeah, confront them. You bitches. Wow, thanks for leaving me, guys. You bluntly say, crossing your arms angered. Linda and Ricky said they were going to wake you while we went to get a motel. You trusted them to do that? Of course they were going to sit there and do bad things to each other. Alfred says as he looks to Jesse and Ambrosia, all of them nodding in agreement. Wow, throwing the blame on us, I see. Ricky scoffs and tosses his suitcase on the bed. What? You were sleeping so peacefully we didn't want to wake you up. We were going to come by in a moment to get you anyways. You left me in a van in a strange town by myself. Van is off. I could have suffocated and overheated and died. Or get accosted by a crazy religious man. Oh, wait. She flips her hair and shakes her head. That wasn't cool, Linda. No, it wasn't, Linda. Jesse and Ambrosia nod in agreement. You guys are already complaining on this trip? He rolls his eyes, shaking his head. It's not our fault the tires popped. Like, how the fuck did I sleep through that? She groans, huffing. We're just staying here for the night until it gets fixed. Then we'll be back on the road. I don't give a shit about staying in the motel. I'm just mad you left me in the van. Don't you have a spare tire? You say, looking over to Jesse. They shrug, shaking their head. Use the spare tire for the other one that popped. Jesse says, annoyed that they had to pay for another tire. I'm gonna go grab a drink. You guys are stressing me out already. You're stressing me out, Ricky. Ugh, I'm gonna leave you here. Ugh. He pushes open the door as Linda follows soon after, giving you a look. Well, I'll go to the diner, I guess. Best not to get split up. See you guys later. Best not to get split up and then splits up. Okay. She says playfully as she walks past you. Your room is room 19, Cece, by the way. I was worried that we were all going to cram in here like sardines, so that's good. She says as she tosses the keys to you before opening the door and walking out. I guess I'll go to the diner too. Better than sitting in here. Jesse says, shrugging as they walk out of the room. Don't look at me like that, Alfred. Might as well head to the diner since everyone is heading that way. Want to grab something to eat? Might as well. You shrug as you realize you haven't eaten since this morning, and it was already getting dark outside. Who's gonna rip your shit? It's a residential neighborhood. You shrug as you realize you haven't eaten since this morning, and it was already getting dark outside. Well, it'll be on me. My treat. Ah, thanks, Alfred. He flashes a flirtatious grin at you, making you give him a glare and snicker. So I wonder, are we... What the fuck? Who is this? Are we, the significant other from Sterile Desires? Or are we going to meet some sort of horrible, tragic fate in this game and then Alfred's going to move on with somebody else? Or is it like we experienced something horrible together and bonded and then, you know, things ended up so good for the both of us later. As you both walk out of the motel into the diner, you notice near you a woman standing towards the field besides the motel. She looks back at you after a few seconds. Excuse me, but have you seen a black-haired lady wearing bulky glasses? Can't say that I have, stranger. I have not. Is she missing? She sighs, worried, but trying not to show it. She has been missing for a few years now. The last time we remembered hearing from her was with her friends here. Then suddenly she just disappeared without telling us. I'm worried about her. We finally found her last location to be somewhere around here. Are you searching with a group? No, I'm searching with my husband. Valentina is actually my sister-in-law, my husband's younger sister. I see. I hope she turns up soon. I'll keep an eye out, though. You give her a sad, gentle smile. Thank you. I hope so, too. She says in a soft voice. Oh, where are my manners? She chuckles slightly. I'm Calliope, and you are? Hi, Calliope. Ah, I don't know why I didn't recognize her. Cece. Cece. That's a nice name. Thanks. She smiles for a moment before it fades as she sighs. All right, I guess I'll keep looking. But if you find anything, could you let me know? She looks at you hopefully. Definitely, will do. Thank you very much, Sugar. She smiles warmly before looking off into the field again to look. Now there's two of them. What do you want? You both walk up to the diner, noticing behind the building 2 men were talking, one of which was the creepy priest from earlier. As you both walked by, they stopped talking and stared at you until you passed, giving you an off-putting feeling. You and Alfred entered the diner and looked to the waiters needing to be seated as the place looked packed. How did it get packed all of a sudden? It's been like 10 minutes since I tried the doors earlier and it was locked. It was closed. Alfred tries to wave them over, but one waiter just flicks him off and walks to the back. Alfred dryly laughs it off. Maybe we just sit anywhere we like? He says as you both look further in the bar to see the rest of your group grab a seat, but none were available near them. These guys are dicks. Why are we on this trip? Might as well ask around. Got it. Who should we ask? Nobody looks friendly. Nobody. Not a single person in here looks friendly. I don't know, the couple has space at their booth, but I feel like that would be super weird. It feels very intimate to sit at a booth with some strangers. We'll ask the cook. Hey, girl. You both see a cook behind the counter as he sorts receipts, presumably filled with people's orders. Oh, it's a different person. I thought it was going to be the lady. Alfred goes up to the counter, and you both push past the presumed local men. Hello, my good man. Do you have any seats for two? Presumably a booth. I've got the biggest appetite of any man I know, but I think the best seats would be by the window. Alfred smiles, his tone playful with a touch of humor, while the man wasn't amused, but more pissed off. Sure, it'll be in the fancy corner just for you, city boy. The blond man points to outside as him and the other patrons laugh at this, making Alfred chuckle dryly. Find a seat and sit. The cook orders angrily, looking at Alfred as the other patrons do the same. Got it. Alfred backs up from the counter as the cook notices you and smirks. You give him a glance of disgust as he looks you up and down. Creep. You say to yourself as you follow Alfred. This place looks clean enough. Alfred sits on one side and scoots in a booth as you sit on the other side. Oh, I guess we were just asking if we needed to seat ourselves or if we needed to ask for a table. Okay, I thought we were just trying to find a place to sit. Alfred leans back in his booth with his arms and legs crossed. As you both sat down, the waitress skates up to you both and throws your menus on the table, making Alfred jolt up from his booth, startling him. Ooh? Smoke billows from her cigarette as she gives you both a sharp, questioning look. What do you want? I don't know, dude. You just gave me the menu, she says in a blunt, monotone voice. Well, hello there. He tries to shake off his startled behavior just a moment ago as he playfully waves. I'll have an ice cold water, please. He looks closer at her name tag before continuing. Ophelia. Don't do that. Don't be weird. When I worked in retail and I always had my name tag on, it was always the old creepy dudes that would like stare at my boobs and be like, oh, what's your name? Oh, hey, Cece. Fuck off. Ew. You don't need to do that. Don't do that. Also, didn't Ophelia have black hair when we saw her? I don't know. People can change their hair. Duh. He flashes a smile towards her with a nod after he tells her what meal he would like. Ophelia's face darkens as he flashes his smile at her. Her eyes look him up and down again, this time with clear disdain. She rolls her eyes in disgust before looking over to you, not saying a word. The same, you say as you look away, feeling her intense gaze on you. She stares blankly at you, seemingly unamused. Whatever. She says, disinterested, going off to the kitchen to get a glass of water for you both. So I'm guessing you've walked around town. How was it? You question Alfred as he sighs at your response. This town feels off, all right. It's a bit unsettling, to be honest. The way people stare for so long. They act as though they're waiting for something. But what? He questions, as if asking himself for a moment. When the waitress comes back, she drops off the water without even looking at you and walks away again, seemingly irritated. Alfred takes a sip from his drink before making a disgusted face at the water he just drank. Like her? You secretly gesture towards the waitress. He gently pushes his water away while looking towards the bar before focusing his attention back on you sitting across from him. No, she actually talks. The townsfolk don't really... He ponders to himself for a moment. But this place, it just bugs me. He looks around the place. Although, I've seen a lot worse. He shrugs, sighing lightly. How so? You raise your brow, suspicious of him. I'm a journalist. I've hunted for the truth in many places like this. Some might say dangerous places, but danger is a relative term, is it not? It's all in how we perceive it. It's all about our point of view. I guess, you say, looking around. But yeah, it's all a bit strange. The waitress skates up to you both to bring your food, her face expressionless as she plops your food down before you. You both look to your food as you dig in your food first, but quickly realize the food tasted like burnt ashes. Alfred glances up at the waitress before she could walk away. Thank you, he says with a charming smile. I must say, for a woman in a dirty diner serving water that tastes like a sewer, you're quite beautiful. You from around here? Is he flirting with somebody directly in front of me? I thought he was here to flirt with me. What the hell? He gently flips his hair and rests his arm on the back of the booth, crossing his legs. The seat he's sitting on breaks, making him yelp. The waitress takes a long drag from her cigarette and watches him with a blank expression. Wow. Did you really just open with that? Stop standing around and get back here and help. What do you think you're doing? The cook calls out to her from afar with a scowl. The waitress sighs before dropping her cigarette and stepping on it, taking a deep breath. I don't get paid enough for this, she says as she flips the cook a bird and walks back to the kitchen. Wow. What? I'm just trying to get information. You know what? You're just making this worse. You sigh, shaking your head. What the hell? The tall blonde-haired man from behind the counter comes out from the back and to the front, where you both were. You just broke my chair. I didn't mean to, Alfred says, trying to sit up from where he broke it, but it was stuck. You're going to have to pay me for that booth. It was an accident. Trying to skip out, boy? I don't have the patience for your shit. The blonde man, who was presumed to be boss, kept going off on him, insisting he pay for a new booth seat. You stand back and decide what to do. I don't feel like we need to pay for this booth. It's not as if he was jumping on it or anything. He was just sitting on the booth, and the booth broke. Shit happens, bro. Although, we could always go talk to Ricky and tell him to put the beat down on the cook, because he's just raring for a fight, right? Like, get him. Hey, bro, we're poor as shit. You walk over to the busy counter and signal for the cook. Upon noticing you, he smirks and walks over to you. Hey, good looking. He smirks, leaning against the counter, clicking his tongue. Could I have a drink? Oh, I thought we were going to talk about the booth. You roll your eyes in disgust as you hand him money for a drink. He smirks as he takes the money and makes you a drink, before handing it back to you. Austin's the name, sugar. I really don't care, he says as he takes a huff from his cigarette. What brings you to these parts? He says, leaning against the counter closer to you. Trip. Just stopping by for the night to get some rest. We'll be gone by morning. You tell him, hoping it'll end the conversation. Trip? You've intrigued me. Where are you going? A festival. It's tomorrow, so we're leaving early. If you feel lonely tonight, feel free to visit room 2 at the motel. I'll give you a ride you've never experienced before, Cece. Okay, Mr. Chest Hair. He smirks as he leans in closer to you, clicking his tongue, close enough to where you can feel his breath on your face and smell the smoke and scent of grease coming off him. You back up uncomfortably. How do you know my name? You say, raising a brow, uncomfortable that he knows your name. Your friend over there, caked with makeup, told me. He snickers as he points over to Linda, Linda giving you a thumbs up. You look to her angry. Linda always does this stuff, trying to get you with someone, even if it's someone in a sketchy diner. You look back to him before shaking your head. Of course. You sigh under your breath as a local yells at Austin to make more drinks. He scowls at the other patrons and turns around, grumbling to himself. Where is the damn waitress? He says aloud, implying for the waitress to show up. Okay, that was uncomfortable, and I regret it. Let's go yell at Linda. Linda, what the fuck? You walk over to Linda. Ugh, these guys keep staring at me, she says, whispering to you, disgusted at the locals. Yeah, I admit they got a staring problem. You shrug, shaking your head. I can't wait to get out of this shit town. She sighs, taking a swig from her alcoholic beverage. I just wish someone would stop drinking, she says loudly, looking over to Ricky. Lighten up a little. It's no fair if you drink and I don't, he complains to her from afar, taking another swig. Ugh. She rolls her eyes and looks away, angered at him. Just go back to the motel room. You don't have to stay there. Just make sure you take his money and valuables so that he doesn't get robbed when he's blind drunk. Hey, Jesse. You walk over to Jesse. Hey. They give a light smile, waving towards you. Not drinking? You question, noticing no drink in their hand. Nah, I don't feel like killing my liver tonight. They joke, waving a hand in dismissal. But really not in the mood. The others are drinking, though, so that's cool. They shrug, leaning against the wall of the diner, smiling to you, but you notice something was off. Why not in the mood to drink? You question, trying to start conversation. Ha ha ha, yeah, it's, They look around before looking back to you. Pretty sketchy around here, man. Most of the guys here are either douches in their big trucks or weirdos that will give you the creepiest stare. Not much to do either, just gonna keep a low profile and mind my business. Don't need to be drunk around these sketchy dudes. Felt, seen, heard, real. Absolutely. If I had known that going to the cook was going to end up with me getting an alcoholic beverage, I would not have done it, because I don't want to be drunk around these weirdos either. They sigh. Why so? You question, wondering what they meant as they look around warily before looking back to you and whispering. Well, let's just say I saw a lot of weird things on our way into town, like ritual stuff. They gulp, looking around again warily. I don't know, man. People are just kind of creepy around here. It's best if we just keep to ourselves and get out of here as soon as we can. So listen, they not only left me to sleep in the van, but they fucking left the motel to go into town and left me in the van by myself. That is all kinds of fucked up. I would be beyond pissed if the people I road tripped with left me in the car in a town that I did not recognize, all alone, while they were off gallivanting, because I just looked so peaceful. No, don't do that. Where did you see those creepy things? You asked, taken aback by their words. In the forest. I've seen symbols and drawings on trees and weird stuff I can't describe. There's something weird going on here for sure. And the townsfolk don't seem to notice anything or seem bothered by it or want to talk about it. It still scares me. Especially how they stare at me as I walk by. I mean, I don't even know who they are or what they want. It creeps me out, to be honest. You notice them being unnerved by the place and looking around suspicious of the town people. Well, isn't the car fixed? I asked the mechanic, but he said it'd be until tomorrow. They didn't have the parts we needed on hand, and it would take tomorrow at least before he could get them. So I guess we're stuck here until the car's fixed. They sigh, unnerved. Well, all we can do is wait, sadly. You shrug, not knowing how to make them feel better. Yeah, exactly, man. Not trying to stick around this town longer than I have to. Something's way off about this place. I can feel it. Let's just all try to make it through the night and get out of here in one piece, yeah? All right, Jesse. Definitely. We got a plan in place, right? Yeah, man. I'm planning to get us out of here as soon as possible, early in the morning. Then we should head to the place at noon and make it in time. They seem a little freaked out, but they're mostly trying to stay calm and maintain a relaxed and casual demeanor. Also, why I'm not drinking. Someone has to be half sober at least. You nod at the words, agreeing. You're right, and sounds good. Thanks for being the mature one. Everyone else kind of seems to be, well, you know. You smile to them, chuckling, making them smile slightly back. No problem, man. They say, giving you a slight nod. Go enjoy yourself. I'll round up everyone soon so we can head to bed early to leave tomorrow morning. Got it. You too. You smile to them, walking away. Oh, the couple left. The couple left. I didn't get to talk to them. They're just gone. Let's just talk to these creepy people. Let's just do it. Let's just be weird. Hey, you decide to go talk to some more patrons, trying to get away from the awkward situation with the cook and Alfred. You see a man sitting at the counter and decide to go talk to him. So you, live here? The man just looks over at you cautiously, giving you a death glare. As you walk away, you see the waitress purposefully get tripped and slammed on the ground. While this happens, two men get in a brawl as the waitress retreats to the back of the diner, with another one following along. You decide to back away from the brawl as you didn't really know what happened. You then awkwardly walk away and try to talk to other patrons, but all the responses are the same. There was one guy left you didn't talk to sitting at the counter, but you didn't think he'd talk to you, so you didn't bother and walk past him. Hey, darling, from out of town, aren't you? A man with shoulder-length brown hair says, making you turn towards him. You point towards yourself, looking at him, not sure if he was talking to you or someone else. He nods and flashes a cocky grin. You're a new face. Haven't seen one in a long time as striking as yours. Finally, a friendly local. Oh yeah, so friendly. This guy has no ulterior motives here. You give a sigh of relief as he chuckles in amusement. Yeah, you could say that. I could. I shouldn't. He looks down at you, smirking. What's your name, stranger? Cece. You? Cece? Cute name. Okay. He chuckles, making you blush before extending his hand for a handshake. Sawyer. So what you doing in these parts? He smiles, enjoying making you blush. Here with my friends until the car gets fixed tomorrow. I see. Well, there's always an event going on in these parts if you get stuck. I'll keep that in mind. You nod in response. His smile widens as he chuckles. I'll show you the way if you want. By the way, where are your friends? He smirked, seeming to be enjoying this. Over there. You smile, pointing to Linda and the group. Who is she talking to? Who is that? I see. He looks over to them blank before looking back to the cook and signaling him to get 2 drinks. As the cook slams the drinks on the counter before scowling and walking away, you look to the drinks Sawyer paid for in front of you. Do not drink this. This cook fucking drugged us. Absolutely not. Wouldn't hurt to have a drink or two. It would. It would and it will. It will and it would. Yes. Don't. Nope. Don't do this. You ponder to yourself as you take a drink. Thanks. You're welcome. Say, what motel room you staying in for the night? None of your business. Why you want to know? You trying to fucking kidnap me? You chuckle, looking to him. Thought about paying a visit is all. Would be rude not to. No, it's okay. I don't think it'd be rude at all. He smirks, throwing you a wink. You hesitate for a moment, but he's been the only one that's been nice to you. Doesn't hurt that he's a charmer as well. No! 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 Sorry, but I gotta leave early in the morning. You say, trying to make him let go of the topic, taking a swig. You'll regret that. Bitch. What the fuck? I regret all of this already. What? You heard me. You give him a strange look as he chuckles under his breath to himself, staring at you. What the fuck? Are you the fucker that poured water on my woman? Ricky shouts to a local as he stands over him to intimidate the guy. You and Sawyer, as well as everyone else, looks to see the commotion. This guy's creepy as shit. Yes. The man jolts up, exclaiming loudly to Linda as if he's been waiting for Linda to notice. Saliva drips from his mouth as he's so excited he doesn't even notice it. What the fuck is your problem? Linda shouts, pissed towards the man. Are you looking to get your ass kicked, man? Ricky shouts louder, trying to get the man's attention. The man turns around to see you standing there and smiles eerily towards you. I'm not here. Don't pretend I'm not here. The man then runs out the diner, with Ricky and Linda running after him. Ambrosia and Alfred follow along, running after them. Fuck, I should go with them. You tell Sawyer, beside you, and put down your drink. Could we continue this chat another time? Go on. I'll meet you later. No, you will not! No! He smirks, taking a swig of liquor. No! No, you will not! You nod, smiling before running out the diner. No, why am I still charmed by this? He said he's... What? What? As you run out of the diner, you see no one in sight but a lady in the distance. You run up to the lady as she watches you come over to her eerily. What troubles you, dear? She says calmly, smiling as you look around for your friends. Did you see a group of people run after someone coming out of the bar? You ask, trying to get your breathing under control, knowing you'll have to catch up to them. The lady slowly extends her hand to the forest, pointing without breaking eye contact with you, smiling. They went that way. I'm sure they did, beehive lady. She smiles, her eyes boring into yours. You look over that way to see Alfred, Ambrosia, and Jessie run into the forest to try to catch up with the others. Okay, I'm sorry, beehive lady. My bad. I thought you were lying to me. Oops. Thanks. You run towards the forest to try to catch up with and find them. You finally get close enough to the forest and run into it, trying to listen to where they could be. It feels like forever as you try to find them. Linda? You yell aloud, hoping you'll get a response. Nothing. Of course, I fall late. We should have just gone back to the hotel room. Absolutely not. Groaning, you run towards whatever noise you could hear. Honestly, we should have gone and found somewhere that sells knives, because you know a town like this is going to have a shit ton of places you can buy knives. Get a knife, sleep with it under our pillow, in the motel room, and just wait it out. Ambrosia? Jessie? Yelling louder, you still try to find them as you run deeper into the forest. Come on, stop playing. You yell, still trying to find them, as you hear no one yelling back. I'm so going to get them. They couldn't have gone that far. You mumble under your breath before you hear multiple footsteps and stop for a moment to listen. Hearing the noise coming from the right up the hill, you run up that way, trying to get closer to the noise. Panting, you see a light up the hill, but couldn't see what was up there. Come on. You trudge up the hill, mumbling under your breath. No. What the... You thought to yourself as you widen your eyes in horror and back up quickly. Oh, shit! Oh, fuck! Right? Oh, fuck off with this. No, don't do this to me. You trip over a big tree branch and fall into maggots. You lift your face up quickly, panicking and disgusted as you try to ignore what you see in front of you. You scream in horror at the sight and continue running, hearing the men get closer. Oh, I don't know where to go. You dart straight down the hill, hearing the group catch up. Someone help! You scream, running for your life. Left! You run to the left, hopping over branches, panting and running out of breath. You can't stop now or else you'll get caught. The street! You look behind you to see if they're still chasing you, horrified. You slam into someone, falling on your butt in pain as you cower in horror. What the heck is wrong with you? Are you okay? Ambrosia, who you bumped into, says as she fell on the ground too and pushes herself up, Alfred and Jesse giving both you and Ambrosia a hand. There's a fucking cult out there! They killed someone and there's a dead body hanging and... You get up with Ambrosia's help, then try to motion with your hands, frantically terrified, but they all appear confused. You know, I did hear someone scream just a moment ago. It was me! Jesse says, listening to you intently. Me too. Me 3. Me 4. Whoa, let's not assume things. I mean, for all it is, it's the fucking country. Probably just a group of guys hunting. Ricky shrugs, trying to downsize it. I think you drank too much, Cece. Linda sighs, shaking her head. Why would I lie about this? You yell, mixed with emotions. We should hear Cece out. Look, let's just go back. Staying here any longer will make me more angry, and I'm not dealing with you guys drunk. Ricky says, frustrated as he walks towards the town. Linda gives you a look, then shakes her head and extends a hand out to you. Come on, let's just go back. I'm not crazy! You yell to them both as Linda retracts her hand. I'm not talking to you until you're sober, Cece. Let's just head back. I'm not drunk, Linda says, scoffing as she walks back with her boyfriend, Ricky. You look to the 3 others, gauging what they're thinking. It's okay. I believe you, dude. Ambrosia says, grabbing your hand gently. You believe me, or you believe I genuinely think that I saw it? Because those are 2 different things. Like, either you believe that it's out there, or you believe that that's what I think happened. I need it to be the former. Me too. Me 3? I'm with you. You look over to Jesse, who looks towards you, nodding as if agreeing with you. Let's not get caught up in it and just head back. Good idea. Let's hurry because it's low-key freaky. High-key freaky. High-key freaky. There is fucking human sacrifices going on. Nothing low-key about this. Ambrosia chuckles lightly as she helps guide you down the hill, the others following along. You shiver, trying to calm yourself down as adrenaline pumps through you still. What happened with that guy? You question, trying to calm yourself down as you guys walk back to the motel, occasionally looking behind you to make sure nothing was there. Guy ran away. Ricky couldn't catch up with him, and Ricky just lost it, punching trees and all, of course regretting it afterwards. Surprised you didn't hear him cussing. Alfred shrugs as the others nod. I see. Are we not more concerned about this? This is fucking wild. As you guys walk closer to the motel, you see two women run up to you, disheveled. Someone help, my husband was dragged off by a group of men. I don't know where they took him, but he's gone. Even Calliope saw it. You have to help me. Please, help me. The lady in red grabs onto Linda's jacket, sobbing as she screams. You widen your eyes at her words as the others are startled as well. Linda looks down at her, taken aback. I fucking told you, Linda, you bitch. Who dragged him off? Some countrymen. Look, miss, you've probably drank too much. I know what I saw. Don't you dare try to play me off as drunk, boy. She snaps at Ricky, angered at what he was trying to get at. Please, you... Linda tries to push the lady in red onto the pavement. Get away from me. Linda, you asshole. Linda says, angered, backing away from her. Calliope walks up to Linda, angered, until she is face to face with her. Push me. I dare you, little missy. The lady says, angered. I mean, don't fuck with Calliope. She can hold her own. I mean, like, by all means, Linda, try it, but you're gonna get your shit rocked. Linda bites her lip as Ricky stands in front of Linda, facing the lady. Guys, you better back the fuck off, bitch. Ricky says, getting in her face. Ricky, cut it out! Honestly, my bet is still on Calliope. Alfred and Jesse tries to get Ricky away from arguing with the woman as Ambrosia pulls Linda away. Let's see how that ends for you both, kid. She says as she looks down at Ricky and Linda, angered, not backing down. Before Ricky could throw a punch at Alfred, Alfred knocks Ricky onto the ground. Dude, fucking stop! Alfred yells, angered. Ricky slowly gets up, looking at Alfred, pissed, then to the ladies. He spits on the ground facing the woman and looks to them, pissed. Let's go. I'm not fucking dealing with bitches. Ricky tells Linda and all of you as he rushes, startled Linda, to their motel room. The lady in red widens her eyes, betrayed and scared. Thanks. Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna let that fly. I'm Calliope. This is Mary. You all introduce yourselves to them to make them feel more comfortable. What happened? Ambrosia hands Mary a cloth from her pocket as Mary starts sobbing. Maybe 30 minutes ago. We were about to go to bed, but he went to grab something from the vending machine for me, and I heard him scream, and he never came back. It's all my fault. Alfred tries to talk to Mary in a soft voice to calm her down, Ambrosia rubbing her back gently. Her husband has been missing too since this evening. Right? Yeah, he has. Ambrosia, Jesse, and Alfred look back to you, concerned, remembering what you were saying before about being chased. Have you both reported this? To who? Yes, but they won't do anything about it. They think I'm crazy, or they're in on it. Sorry, I got tired of standing. Guy told us to piss off, essentially. Look, let's go look in the morning. It's dangerous to be outside, so why don't I stay in your motel room with you? That's very generous to say to a stranger, Ambrosia says calmly, giving her a gentle smile. I mean, for all we know, this lady could have sacrificed her husband to the cults to calm down the gods or whatever. I can't just do nothing. He's still out there. Ambrosia looks towards you as if asking for help. We believe you, but we don't think it's safe to be in those woods right now. Mary sobs as she nods, getting up, not knowing what else to do. We need to think about this logically and at least devise something first. We should stay in our rooms until dawn. Keep your doors locked just in case. Alfred states, worried, as most of you nod in response. Please. Mary grabs Ambrosia's and Alfred's hands, crying. Calliope sighs, tearing up slightly. Let me walk everyone back first, and I'll come back to you both. I'll knock 3 times. Thank you, young man. Thanks, sugar. You all head back to the motel, walking everyone back to their rooms. Hey, Alfred, I'll come with. Jesse offers. Sounds good. You both lock your doors. Shouldn't we stay together? It would make more sense to be in one room, wouldn't it? You and Ambrosia nod together. Night, guys. Please stay safe. You too. No, we need to be staying together. What the fuck? Night. Good night, Ambrosia. Night, Cece. I'm gonna go head that way. No! We should not be splitting up right now. Sounds good. I'll be there in a minute. No, what? Night, Jesse. Before Alfred leaves you, he turns his head to face you. We'll be out of here in the morning. Then we can put this all behind us. Well, you'll be out of here in the morning at least. I can't guarantee anything for anybody else. I mean, other than Calliope. He gives you a gentle smile, but it didn't reassure you. Yeah. Have a good night, Cece. You too. Stay safe. Alfred nods, smiling, but doesn't leave just yet. I carry my knife everywhere. I'll be good. You'd be surprised at how much I used to hunt. Not many expect a guy like me to have a little southern in him. He throws his smirk on, making you chuckle slightly. For sure didn't expect that. You both chuckle for a moment together before he pulls a concealed knife out of his shoe, handing it to you. I know Ambrosia is always prepared since we used to go to the gun shows together, but just in case you should have something too. Does that mean I have your knife now? Do you have another knife? Don't you only have one? Always carry 2 in case. Okay. He flashes a smile as he places the handle of the knife in your hand with a sheath. If you have to use it, hold it like you would a handshake. Thumb on spine of handle, other 4 wrapped around it. Guard with your other arm, and if you have to use it, hold it like you would a handshake. Thumb on spine of handle, other 4 wrapped around it. Guard with your other arm. If someone tries to grab your knife, that's your chance. Thrust and turn. I didn't know that that's how you were supposed to hold a knife. The more you know. Keep jabbing until you know your attacker stops fighting back or isn't moving. Fights aren't ever fair. If you don't kill them, they'll kill you, or worse. You look down to the ground, nodding. I hope you're never put in that situation. Hell, I hope no one is. But it's you or them. These things you should know. Oh, Alfred, you poor son of a bitch. Silence lingered for a moment. You need to know how to protect yourself first to protect the people you care about. You're right. Alfred looks at your expression, gauging what you're thinking, and sighs. I know I'm just some stranger to you, but I still care about you and the rest of the group, no matter how long we've known each other. So please, keep that knife. I want everyone to feel safe. Alfred smiles warmly. You smile, lightly nodding. Thanks. Stay safe, Cece. I'll be back soon for you guys. Will do. You too. I mean, I know he'll be okay, but still, this is not a good idea. You wave him off as you walk to your motel room. On your way to your room, you see two women outside smoking. You look to them and notice they look angered. You continue to walk, not wanting to anger them more. Visiting? Hey, it's the waitress lady, Ophelia. I don't know, Ophelia, you're going to try to sleep with me again? The black-haired lady says, making you turn around. Yeah, you? Yup, we're trying to get out of this town. She looks to Ophelia, then you again, taking a drag from her cigarette. Fucking creeps around here. Mind if we hitchhike with you guys? You aren't wrong in the slightest. You chuckle dryly. How long you been here? A month. Our car broke down, and when we came back to get it, someone stole it. Yeah, those bastards. She says monotone, having a face of disgust thinking about it. You can hitch a ride with us, I'm sure. We leave in the morning. Really? Really? Sure. I'm sure the others wouldn't mind. You shrug, smiling. Thanks. You're a lifesaver, dude. Yeah, you're cool. Thanks. Bet you feel bad about being mean to me in the diner now, don't you? Definitely. I'd hope someone would do the same if I were in that situation. Name's Vicky. Hello, Vicky. Ophelia. They smile towards you, stating, Cece, nice to meet you both. Definitely. Cool name, dude. Oh, thanks. Vicky smiles, nodding. Should I tell them about earlier? Yes. You need to go in your fucking hotel room and stay safe, dude. Hey, you guys should probably get inside. Someone's missing. What? Huh? They are taken aback at your words. Since when? Not even 30 minutes ago, and there's some cultist thing out in the woods. You tell them, hoping they'll believe you. They look to each other before looking back to you. We'll trust you. Thanks for letting us know. Vicky says as her and Ophelia look to each other, nodding in agreement. I gotta get some sleep, but have a good night and stay safe. You too, dude. Yeah, see you later. Bye. They smile and wave you off as you continue walking. Before you go back to your bedroom, you thought about if there's anything else you had to do before going to bed. Well, I'm sure as shit not going to room 2. Fuck that. Absolutely not. I guess we can check on Ambrosia. You decided to go check on Ambrosia since she was just around the corner. Heading around the corner and past the vending machine, you knock on Ambrosia's door. No answer. You see a note on the ground and pick it up. It reads, Going to Cece's room, then Linda and Ricky's. Damn. You decide to go ahead to Linda and Ricky's, hoping she'll be there. As you turn the corner, you see a guy standing at the vending machine, staring directly at you, humming. He perks up, seeing you, and smiles at you. Is that the guy we chased out of the diner? Oh, hello there. He holds up his messenger bag with a grin. I've got a little surprise for you. Girl, get your knife out. He takes a step closer, his bag soaked and dripping. Back up. He chuckles at your words. Oh, now, why would you want me to do that? Don't you want to see what I've got in here? He takes another step closer as you take another step back. Leave me alone. I don't want to see. Aw, come on. It'll be fun, I promise. He reaches into the bag, making you gulp, and your fight or flight response kick in. I swear to God, it's going to be a head, and I don't want to see it. Oh, thanks, you say, creeped out by this guy. You like it? I picked it just for you, you know. That's not the set I meant to give you, though. Before he reaches in his messenger bag again, you speak. Thanks. I should get going, though. What is it? What did he get? What? Not so fast. Oh, it's just flowers. I really thought he was going to have a head in his hand. He grabs your wrist with his free hand. You haven't even told me what you think of my little gift. It's lovely. Now let go, you say, trying to yank your hand away from his. Not good enough. His hands dig into your skin, causing you to groan in pain. Fucking let go, you say, trying to push him away, but he pushes you to the ground with force. Girl, get your knife. Feisty, I like it. He chuckles maniacally and reaches into his bag again. Now, here's the gift I meant to give you. What the fuck? It's a hand. Okay. I mean, it's not a head, but it's still a body part. You back up, trying to get your knife out, but it was near your back pocket, which was against the ground. You try to get it. Here's a little something to show you how much I care. I guess not that you would fucking care now, huh? He chuckles, throwing it at you, making you catch it and disgustingly toss it to the side as the blood from it soaked into your clothes as well as the stench. But you will. Before you could react, he pulls out a scalpel, gets on top of you, and chokes you, holding the scalpel to your eye. Fuck, man, not the eye. You should have appreciated my gift, you ungrateful wretch. I chose you. Unchoose me. His grip on your throat tightens and you feel your vision fading as you try to reach the knife. Look at how stunning you are. So perfect for my masterpiece. You grab the knife and aim it at him quickly, but realize you were earlier holding out tied up intestines quickly. What? But realize you were earlier holding out tied up intestines quickly as blood drenched down your arm. Does this mean I stabbed him in the stomach? He stares for a moment before laughing. Oh, thank you, he says, laughing, blushing. What the... Looking around, you look over a few feet away as you both see the knife tossed over there. Switched it out on you. Switched... How? How? He says, choking you more as he cuts your chest, making you cry out in pain. You're not going to pass out on me now, are you? I want you awake for this. How did he... That was like a magic trick. He just turned the knife into some intestines? How did that happen? You're gonna watch every cut, feel every slice. You'll appreciate my art, or so help me. Cece. Cece. Uh-oh. That was not a good ending for me. Alright, well, I guess I'll just do all the same choices, and then instead of going to check on Ambrosia, I'm just gonna, I don't know, go back to my room, I guess. I don't remember which directions I chose. Alright, let's go to bed. Fuck that noise. You walk to your motel room and lock the door behind you, sitting on the bed for a moment to relax. You look to your suitcase and sigh before getting your pajamas out. Once I sober up, I'm sure I'll feel slightly better. We'll be gone in the morning. You keep repeating to yourself in your head as you changed and lied down, turning off the lights. We will be out of here tomorrow. You kept repeating to yourself, closing your eyes to get rest. You're a pretty thing sleeping. Hey, Sawyer. You wake up slightly, but realize someone is in your bed. Someone is hovering over you. You hear over speakers outside loud preachings. Not sure how long you were out, but you're unable to make out what's being said on the intercom. A man purrs in your ear, smirking as you look to him, wide-eyed, your adrenaline kicking in. You push the man off of you and dart towards the door, slamming it open and running outside. Uh-oh. The man from in your motel room laughs as he chases you outside. Running outside, you notice the townsmen roaming the town and dragging the people in the motel you once talked to outside their rooms as they kick and scream. Oh, fuck! You think they can't see you from afar and decide to hide behind a log. You hold your breath as you hear someone else running from them, not far away. You pant, trying to hold your breath. As you look behind them from afar, you see Linda and the others screaming as the townsmen hit your friends to get them to stop struggling. Looking up above in the mountains, you see a radio tower from afar. As you ran, one of the locals grabs you tightly and prevents you from running, slamming you on the pavement. You scream, trying to shake the man off, but he just gets more excited at your struggle and pants, smiling as well as laughing. Ugh! I got him! The man exclaims excitedly as the brown-haired man runs up to you, grabbing you roughly, pissed. The man slams you on the ground, knocking you out. Fuck! Alright, hold my hand, we're gonna go make a bad decision. You decide to go to room 2, beside you, seeing the door wide open. Hello? You slowly walk into the room more before hearing the door shut. Turning around, you see the cook behind the door grinning at you as he takes a long drag of his cigarette. Well. Took you long enough. I've been waiting to see you again. He takes another long drag of his cigarette before walking up to you, a smirk on his face as he slowly circles around you. Taking in your form as he finally comes to a halt right behind you, his free hand coming to rest heavily on your shoulder and gripping it tightly. His chin almost coming to rest on the side of your neck as he leans in close to whisper in your ear, his breath hot against your skin. Open the door. You say as you pull out the knife Alfred gave you and slash him. Damn it! He swears, groaning in pain as he quickly regains his bearings and looks at you, his eyes narrowing in anger before he lunges at you, tackling you against the motel door and grabbing your hand with the knife and taking it, using it against you. Now, where do you think you're going? You ain't going anywhere until I say you're allowed to. Oh my God, I'm gonna stab you in the eyeball. He strikes you with the knife and pins it up against your throat. You cry out as pain racks your body. He watches you with the hint of sick enjoyment in his eyes, a smirk on his lips before he slams you on the ground and puts his foot on your back, keeping you from getting up. He chuckles sadistically as he watches you struggle to get up. Now, darling, you don't want to make this any harder than it already is. Just relax. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. Just as you try to pull yourself up, he hits you with the handle of the knife once more against the back of your head. They might got a whole lot planned for you, but we're gonna have some real fun before you wake up. Okay, we just got out of the car. We realize our friends are nowhere to be fucking seen. We have no idea what's going on. And we're going to go walk into the forest and just go see what's going on. We're just going to go straight into the madness. Why not? As you look towards the vast forest, you see markings on trees and what you presume to be an animal head hanging. You decide to walk close to confirm what you're seeing. As you walk closer, you see a lady looking at the same animal head, lost in thought. You lost? You question her, as she seemed off. She doesn't even glance in your direction, but still stares endlessly at the animal head. Her voice trembles, quivering at the edges as she spoke, addressing the dead creature before her as if it held the key to her torment. Why me? Why am I here alone? She took a step closer to the head, hands trembling as she reaches out, gently touching the cold fur. Where is everyone? I can't remember. What happened? My head hurts. Ma'am, are you okay? You stand there, not wanting to go up and startle her. The lady seems surprised and anxious to see you. She glances around nervously before responding. No, I'm not okay. None of us are okay. Everyone's been taken away or killed. There's no hope for us. You try to ignore some of her words, not wanting to freak yourself out. Are you stuck in this place too? Stuck? I mean, our car's tires are out, but we should be on the road soon. Her eyes widen as she hears your words. Then she lets out a bitter half laugh. No way out? You think you can leave this town? That's funny. She finally tries to make herself stop laughing. We're all trapped here. We can't leave. Trust me, many have tried. Before you could respond, you both hear someone deeper in the woods calling out someone's name. Her eyes widen with fear at the sound of someone calling out. She looks around nervously, scared. No, no, no. My husband. He can't see me here. If he finds me talking to an outsider, he'll be furious. I shouldn't be here. I need to go. Without another thought, the lady quickly darts into the woods, disappearing into the trees as quietly as she can. I should head back. Let's go to the church. Let's just keep making bad decisions. As you walk closer to the church, you see Ambrosia talking to a woman. Thank God, at least I found Ambrosia. You ponder to yourself as you walk up to them both. Ah, I'm Ambrosia. No need to be so nervous, my dear. The lady gently smiles as she kisses Ambrosia's cheek softly. Greet one another with a holy kiss. All the churches of Christ greet you. Okay, lady. The lady only turns her head towards you, smiling, noticing your presence. Another lost soul. What brings you here, dear? She smiles, looking towards you as Ambrosia snaps out of it and notices you. Oh, hey, Cece. Did Linda and Ricky wake you up? They smile, looking towards you. No, I was left alone in the car. You sigh, trying to shake it off. What? Linda and Ricky said they were going to wake you up. Ambrosia gets angered on your behalf, but tries to sigh it off. Sorry. They told the rest of us they'd wake you up. I'll stay with you next time, dude. Thanks. Ambrosia's so nice. She does not deserve the fate that is inevitably going to be bestowed on her. You smile gently towards her, trying to shrug it off. Where are the others? Should be at the motel. Check there. Got it. Thanks. Ambrosia smiles at you before the lady starts speaking. What great friends. How cute. The lady says, smiling, her eyes boring into yours and Ambrosia. If you don't mind me asking, what's your name? You question, curious. She grabs your hand gently, rubbing the palm of your hand as she stares daggers into your eyes with a mixed aura. Angelique, Cece. You may call me sister, though, if you please. I don't please. Thank you, Beehive. Sister? Used to be, unfortunately. The fuck does that mean? I see. Nice to meet you. In the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. Will do. I remember being free-spirited like you both, full of hope and dreams. I hope to achieve that again. He said God will grant me that. Who said that? Father Richard. He told me God has more in store for me than this. That I was destined for greater things. I believe Father Richard will guide me in the right path. I hope you find it. Truly. Thank you for your words, but words don't change anything. You can be the change, though. Have faith, sister. I'm okay. I don't want to be associated with this. Happiness is made by the path you make. She looks surprised at your words, then looks down, saddened, nodding. You're right. I must go soon. My husband won't accept me being out this late again. I can't. Art. I won't make him mad again. She looks at you both with a fearful, sad look in her eyes as she walks away with her head held down. Night is about to fall. You both should head out. Both of you stay silent and look at each other. Will she be okay? I'm not sure. I'm gonna go check on her. Not a good idea, Ambrosia. Let's just go back to the hotel. Double lock it. We'll take shifts sleeping. Got it. I'll see you later, Ambrosia. See ya. She gives a weak smile and walks after Angelique. You smile and wave Ambrosia off. It looks like we can still head into the church, so let's just go inside, I guess. You hear a bell in the distance and walk over to what you presume to be a church. As you walked a little bit into the woods down the path of the church that wasn't even a few minutes from the town. Trying to open the cathedral door, you find it's locked. No answer. You peek around the corner and try to see if they're anywhere surrounding the area. Walking to the back of the church, you notice a cemetery and a tall man dressed in country attire at a grave. Standing there for a moment, you decide to back up and notice he might not want to talk. As you back up, you step onto a twig and it snaps loudly, alerting the man that he was not alone. You quickly hide behind a stone, not wanting to confront him. Who's there? He yells loudly as you stay still, hiding and holding your breath. The man inspects the area as you continue hiding, not wanting to get caught. I should probably head back now. When he's a little ways away and not facing your direction, you quietly gun it for back to town. Do we go back to the church? Do we try the church again? Let's just bother this guy again. Okay, never mind. Oh, church isn't an option anymore. Okay, let's go to the diner. Hello? Is it locked again? Oh, shit. No, it's not. Who in the hell is knocking this damn much when you know damn well I'm closed? Can't any of you fuckers read? You hear a man yell from inside as his voice nears. You see a man walk from around the corner and see you. His whole demeanor changes as he walks up to the door. Well, well, what brings you over here? Oh, have you seen a couple of people walk by? I can't help you find your friends, but I can surely help you with something else. he says, looking you up and down with a smug smirk. You mentally roll your eyes, but decide against it, as it seems a lot of people in this town are quite off. Oh, no, that's fine, thank you. I'll be on my way now, you say, walking away, but hear him from the doorway of the diner. Don't play hard to get. Feel free to visit room 2 later tonight if you're getting lonely. Good gosh, what kind of trip did I sign up for? You tell yourself, walking away. Is it just going to be the same thing? Yeah, it's just the same thing. Okay. Alright, motel it is. Alright, well I already bitched about it to Ambrosia, so I guess this time I'll just not say anything. You give them all a glare as you look away, shaking your head. Nice of you to show up finally. Linda, you hooker! Linda says playfully but snarky. You grit your teeth at her words but say nothing, not wanting to start this trip on a bad note. Anyways, what's the plan? Explore a bit and stretch our legs while the mechanic puts a new tire on. We should be back on the road by tomorrow. What happened? You say, looking over to Jessie. 2 tires went out. I used my spare on one, but we had to stop here for the car to get fixed. Jessie says, annoyed at the fact that they had to pay for another tire. Yeah, we'll meet up later. Who said you were in charge? I did. I'm going to go grab a drink at the diner. See ya. Fucking Ricky. I swear to God. Alright, we going in there? Alright, let's all go to the diner. Fuck. Okay, so the couple, I was going to talk to the couple. It looks like it's the lady whose husband got dragged off into the woods. He looks unfriendly. A couple from afar sit on one side of the table together, as if waiting for someone. Isn't it odd there's barely any women in here and just all men? Ugh, I don't feel comfortable with them around giving you weird looks. The man says to the lady beside him. It is weird how it's all men, but don't worry, I'll protect you. The lady smiles jokingly, patting his thigh gently. The man sighs, but gives her a weak smile. I'm being serious. I know, but come on, dear. I'm just trying to make light of a situation. We'll be out of here soon, I hope. This place makes me reaffirm my hate for the country, though. There's bugs everywhere, it's humid, and everything gets dirty easily. Don't get me started on the manners of people in this town. She scoffs before sighing. Why, out of all places, did you choose to have a business deal here? The lady sighs as she looks around, disgusted, before looking at the man seated behind her. He is just staring straight at her. There is no nuance here. There's no subtlety. It's just fucking boring holes in the back of her head. Please don't tell me we have to visit this place often. The plots of land are cheap out here to buy, and there's no businesses but a few out here. It's a good market here to set up another business building. Trust me, dear. After this visit, we won't have to come out here ever again. He promises her as he gives her a light smile. Well, when is he supposed to be here? I don't really want to see him all that much, Lecter. Should be any time now. After this, we won't have to see him again. It's just formality, greetings and such. Hello! Alfred chimes in as you both walk up to their table. Sorry for the intrusion. Do you know if this place assigns seats or not? The lady smiles to him as her partner scoffs. We just sat down at the cleanest one. The waitresses were rather rude and wouldn't seat us. Are you both from out of town too? Yes, we're visiting. You respond, looking around the busy diner, smelling the strong smell of smoke in the room, making you curl your face in disgust. I can't tell. You both aren't as rude as everyone else here. I can tell. You both aren't as rude as everyone else here. She shakes her head, looking to the men staring at her from the booth behind them. Alfred. Alfred Ledger. Cece. He extends his hands out to shake theirs, as they both shake his hand and yours. Mary Valentine, and this is my husband, Lecter Valentine. She gestures to the man beside her. Thank you. Thank you. Excuse his improperness. He's quite upset with the... She looks around at the busy diner before looking back to you both. Crowd. And environment. Mary chuckles dryly, waving it off gently as Lecter sighs. Word of advice? Highly not recommend you eat the food here. It's either mixed with cigarette ashes or burnt. On top of that, the waitress and cook is rude, and what she's wearing is outrageous. Mary says, giving the tall waitress lady a look. Don't give that cook your money either. The man scoffs, huffing and looking to the cook. You both wave them off as they go on about their conversation. Okay. Let's just talk to the locals then, see if there's anything else. The locals in the bar stare you both down, knowing you're not from here. You and Alfred look to each other before he walks up to a group of guys and speaks up. Any of you gents know how the seating arrangement works here? Alfred asks them with a playful smile. The locals stop talking and look to each other before looking back at you both angrily, not saying a word. I see, I shall take my leave. Alfred chuckles awkwardly, excusing himself from their corner. Alright, so we'll just go to the cook and get fucking yelled at for daring to ask if we're allowed to just sit down. Alright, let's just go talk to a rando in the corner. You walk over to the man in the corner, staring at you. I mean, honestly, aren't they all? Do you need something? He chuckles lightly before responding. Oh, I'm just here to enjoy the puppet show. What the hell do you mean? You're my favorite act. He says, his voice flat. You're so entertaining, like a fascinating puppet dancing for others' amusement. What are you going on about? You're a follower, always trying to please others. The friends you reluctantly go on a trip with, the things you do, it's all just a show for them, isn't it? He grabs your hand, his touch ice cold. And you are the star of the show. You try to find the words to speak. His face inches closer to yours. You can't hide from me. I see right through you. And you know what? You're not so different from me. We're both just playing our parts, aren't we? He laughs softly. I don't know what you're on about. You back up uncomfortable. You look over to see Ricky slam a glass on the counter, breaking it, demanding another one. Looking back, you see the man gone. Ooh, okay, so I wonder how we get out of here. Alright, let's go talk to the priest, I guess. You walk over to the priest after he finishes talking with the uncomfortable couple in the diner. Hey, you're that creepy priest from earlier. You outright admit to him, wanting to hold him accountable for his creepiness. He turns to you slowly with a scowl before seeing you. As soon as he sees you, a smile creeps on his face. Ah, I'm afraid we got off on the wrong foot. I'm Father Richard, and I don't give a shit. He extends his hand out to hold yours and rub the palm of the other hand against your arm uncomfortably. For we all stumble in many ways, and if anyone does not stumble in what he says, he is a perfect man, able also to bridle his whole body. Yeah. You say, confused and uncomfortable, backing up and retracting your arm. You look like a lost lamb, like something's missing. What troubles your mind? He says, grinning. His eyes bore into yours, not breaking contact. Nothing. I should probably go. you say, trying to quickly excuse yourself. God has more in store for you, lamb. He pulls something out of his pocket and hands you a rosary. For earlier. You hesitate before taking the rosary. As you grab it, his other hand gently grabs yours and holds you there, pulling you closer and whispering in your ear. The fires of God's mercy will soon be set ablaze, washing away the impurities within you folk. Be prepared to embrace the holy flames and allow them to cleanse your soul. Okay. Or, and hear me out, you could just let me go be a godless heathen all by myself and not worry about it. That's a lot of effort to light holy fires just for me. That's a lot of work. Don't worry about it. I'm fine. What? As the time of great reckoning draws near, you must pray and beg for God's mercy. The cleansing is upon us, and with it, a great test of faith. But remember, the Lord shall guide you through the fires of temptation. That is, if you're chosen to follow the righteous path of his flock and withstand the tests. He lets go of your hand and backs up, grinning. For earlier, you have been warned. What? You back up, confused at the old man's words. The Lord watches and hears everything. Stray too far from his path, and he will strike down all sinners who have betrayed him in the mighty flames of hell. You keep walking away in the bar, unsettled by his words, as he sits back down at the booth with the couple again. Okay, thanks. Okay, I don't particularly want to talk to Sawyer. Although, okay, I guess we should. And tell him our room number, just to see what happens. It's not going to be good. We know this. We know it's not going to be good. But we're doing this for curiosity? Morbid curiosity? All right, Sawyer. Room 19. You wink back and clink your glass with his as you both take a drink. I'll keep that noted. If you must. Okay. Poured water. Guess we follow after him anyways. The man turns around to see you standing there and smiles eerily towards you. You shortly realize it was the man in the motel from earlier. The man then runs out the diner, with Ricky and Linda running after him. Uh-oh, okay. All right. Isn't Angelique supposed to be home by this point? It's dark outside. Cece. Yes, Ambrosia? Thank you for guiding me to what I must do. You run towards the forest and try to catch up with and find them. Okay. I hope it means you're gonna kill your husband. I don't even know who your husband is, but he sounds like a dick. I don't know why we wouldn't tell them about the cultists, but I just kind of want to see what happens. You decide not to tell them about what you saw in the forest and the whole commotion about someone missing. I gotta get some sleep, but have a good night. You too, dude. Yeah, see you later. They seem upset as if they know that something happened and they know I didn't tell them about it on purpose. They will remember that. Yeah. I figured. Alright, let's just go to bed. Because I don't want to run into the creepy puppet man. Don't you go running away now, he says, holding out a sickle, smirking as he steps into the light. His eyes bore into yours. It's you. What? You say, fearful and confused. He's guided you here, like a present sent directly to me. He looks at his reflection in the sickle for a moment, before looking back up to you. Let's just see if you pass. You gulp, not knowing what to say. What do you want, dude? You say, pointing to your wallet. Just take it. He glances over there, but looks back to you, shaking his head. You fucking think lowly of me, Cece. He says, slightly angered, tilting his head and twirling his sickle. I'm here for you. Oh, thanks. Why? I don't even know you. Oh, but you will, he says, walking alongside the wall of the room, dragging his sickle across the wood. You gasp as he jumps on you and starts choking you. Your vision starts to blur and your lungs burn for air. Please stop. You manage to barely hack out. His hands tighten on your airway, making you fully unable to breathe, drawing your last gasps for air. Where was our knife? You hack uncontrollably as you come back to life, panting as you gasp for air. He pats your head, gently rubbing the palm of his hand on your cheek. You came back to me. You hear over speakers outside loud preachings, not sure how long you were out, but you're unable to make out what's being said on the intercom. There you go. Gotta get my mouse ready. I know we're gonna start running. Okay, he says with a wicked smile as you try to fill your lungs with air again. He took a seat beside you on the bed, watching carefully for any new behavior. You're the one I've been waiting for a long time. No, I'm not. You do belong to me. His fingers glide down to your chin, tilting it up so he can look into your eyes. The man purrs in your ear, smirking as you look to him wide-eyed, your adrenaline kicking in. You feel your fight-or-flight response kick in as you shove him with all your strength off of you. Get the fuck away from me! Okay, run! Run, bitch! You push the man off you and dart towards the door, slamming it open and running outside. Okay. Alright. Run! Running outside, you notice the townsmen roaming the town and dragging the people in the motel you once talked to outside their rooms. Yep. We're gonna go left? Nope. Left is bad. Oh, no. The more you recognize the woman. Oh, she's got a heart. Hey, Cece. You stop for a moment looking at her, and what was in the fire? Is that a body? You say, looking at what she's holding as well, disgusted. You need to run! Why did you... You warn before she tilts her head gently, squeezing the human heart in her hand and speaks. Happiness is the path you make, right, Cece? She laughs maniacally as you hear them catching up not far behind you and continue to sprint away from Angelique. Oh, fuck. Ah, shit. Let's try that again. Fuck! Okay, so now we're hiding. Alright, we gotta get to that radio tower. When we're allowed to, of course. Oh shit, look at all these people. Do you think it's appropriate to wear something like that in public? The lady in red says, angered and offended at the other lady's look. Honey, leave Calliope alone. She's fabulous. Why? You got a problem with it? Afraid I'm showing too much cleavage? Right? Like, hello, Miss Valentine. You got a little bit of titty out too. Don't sit there and try to be higher and mightier than everyone else. The lady in blue smirks mockingly, pushing up her boobs in front of her. Yes, I do have a problem with it. A lady should never show off her body like that. It's completely improper. Glaring hypocrisy aside, the world is always better with a little bit of titty out, okay? Don't ruin this for us, Mary. Honey, we should just go. Oh, please, old lady, don't come at me with that uptight attitude. I can dress however I damn well please. Don't you have anything better to do than judge others on their fashion choices? Go back to your knitting group. How dare you speak with such disrespect and vulgarity, young woman? The lady in red says, pointing in her face. There is a certain way to behave in public. A lady should have some dignity and class. The lady in blue rolls her eyes and laughs at the lady in red. Class and dignity? Ugh, whatever. I don't need to conform to some old school bullshit. Just because I prefer to show a little skin and express myself through my clothes doesn't make me any less dignified than you, old lady. Maybe you should loosen up and not judge others based on their clothes. It's not like I'm walking around naked, for crying out loud. The only difference between Mary's outfit and Calliope's outfit is that Calliope has her shoulders out. That's it. Like, oh my god, you see a little bit of shoulder. Fucking harlot. How can you show that much skin and feel dignified? It's sinful. Your parents have clearly never taught you proper manners. The lady in blue chuckles at her reaction and intentionally shows more of her shoulder, knowing it's likely to rile up her even more. Oh, you're just jealous because I'm confident and comfortable in my own skin. Parents have nothing to do with it. I don't need anyone to tell me how to dress. I've got my own fashion sense. Thank you very much. You were trying to get a word in, but both the partners' significant others just gave you a look that their wives' bickering wasn't going to stop anytime soon. They've been going for a good few minutes. Both of us tried to stop it. Yeah. Oh, well. You describe and ask if they have seen your friends. Yeah, I think I saw them walk in at the front reception area of the motel. Got it. Thanks for your help. No problem. Good luck. So, I never just chilled out and stayed put. I always just talked to everybody until Ricky started to fight and then we ran out into the woods. But apparently you can just kind of sit there and not go anywhere. And then Alfred pays Austin for the booth. And then we just kind of walk out together. So maybe I don't have to chase anybody into the woods. That's what I meant by how the town is. It's uncomfortable. Just best to pay him and leave. Yeah, but you didn't mean to. You should have just walked out. It's a close-knit community, it seems. I would have had to fight my way out of there. He sighs, shaking his head, tired of that man wanting to start trouble with him. I didn't even get to eat food either. He sighs, saddened. There's not a logical man in this town, to be quite truthful. What do you mean? No one talks, or they try to start something with you. Honestly, it's best not to go by yourself in this town, apparently. Are the townswomen the same? He ponders, then shrugs. Well, I've seen little to no townswomen here, honestly. The townswomen that are here won't talk to you, like they're afraid to. You ponder for a moment before responding. Very strange. Maybe they just don't like outsiders? You say, trying to reason with him. Yeah, I guess. He ponders again and gets lost in thought as you both stand outside of the diner. Might as well look around. You snap Alfred out of his thoughts as he turns to you. Sure, lead the way. As you both walk around town, you see a few people outside. Who should you talk to? Why do we have to talk to anybody? Like, that's so weird. If I was just walking around a new town, I wouldn't just be going up to strangers being like, hey, how are you? I'm Cece, nice to meet you. Do you want to wrestle me into your van, or should I just go ahead and hop in? Let's go see what shady dealings are going on behind the diner. You walk over to the lady behind the diner. God, I hate men. She sniffles, looking angry but conflicted. She's trying not to cry as she rubs her bruise. The guy holds the ice pack near Ophelia's injury. God, we should kick his ass. I don't really want to talk about this. The other lady calms down and feels bad for getting angry, sitting beside her, rubbing her back. Is everything okay? What do you want? One of the ladies says as she takes a drag from her cigarette, looking over to both of you, annoyed. Just trying to ease the tension. The guy says, chuckling dryly as he holds the ice pack still. Anything we can do to help? No, but thanks for the offer. Ophelia says, sadly looking down at the ground. Alfred and you look to each other, feeling bad, before waving them off and walking away. So we talked to the lady behind the diner. I guess we'll just talk to Lady. You and Alfred walk over to Angelique, who you saw earlier, but now she seems to be talking to Jessie. Whoever walks with the wise becomes wise, but the companion of fools will suffer harm. She tells Jessie as they listen intently. Let the couple drink their sorrows away. You need not watch them like parents, as they're adults who are able to choose from right to wrong. Jessie sighs as they nod. I agree, but I'm their designated driver, sadly, and Ricky isn't exactly good at making wise choices. That asshole. Jessie scoffs at Ricky. Apologies. Hey guys, what's hanging? Alfred says, interrupting their conversation accidentally. Just talking. Ricky and Linda are getting plastered in there. It's fucking pissing me off. Jessie says, angered, and scoffs at the thought. I can try to go get them to stop. Good luck. I tried that and Ricky pushed me into the wall. Why are we friends with these people? They're horrible. I'll go get them, Alfred says as he goes back into the diner. From his sins, doing any of the things that by the Lord's commandments ought not to be done, though he did not know it, then realizes his guilt, he shall bear his iniquity. Angelique says as she stares towards the diner, before slowly turning her head towards you. Hopefully everything is resolved? You ask, questioning her about the earlier conversation. It will be soon. Yeah, you go murder your fucking husband, Angelique. Get that snapped shit going. Got it. That's good. I should go with him, you say as you follow Alfred quickly behind. Okay, well, we're just back here then. Alright, I want to go see who the dude is first before we do all of this bullshit. Alright, Hoomst is standing across the street. You and Alfred walk over to the man standing on the sidewalk as if waiting for someone. Hello there. May I trouble you for a moment? Alfred says, playfully walking up to the man as you follow behind. The man looks over to you both, frowning, before focusing his attention back to the road, uninterested. I'm quite busy. I won't take too much of your time. I was just wanting to know if you're a local or just visiting like ourselves. Alfred gestures to himself and you as the man looks to you and him with a frown still on his face, adjusting his scarf. Visiting. Ah, I see. My curiosity is piqued. What for? Alfred says playfully, trying to lighten the man's mood. Business. What kind of business do you do? You question the man as you and Alfred try to initiate small talk with him to pass the time. Surgical interventions. Don't we know it? And I guess soon Alfred will know it. Are you a traveling doctor? The man glances towards your direction, annoyed. Curiosity killed the cat, you know. He says, looking over at you, annoyed, before straightening his outfit and picking up his suitcase. And satisfaction brought him back. You say, back, with a brow raised at this man. The man sighs at your response as you both see a car drive up to him and stop. The man puts his suitcase in the back before turning to you both. Good luck. He smirks as he hops in the car, the driver driving away right after. Alfred shrugs it off, but you feel uneasy with the man's words. See you later. Okay, well, then we'll just go to the lady, I guess, and then run into the woods. Well, that was chapter 1 of Twisted Love. The developer is currently working on chapter 2, so hopefully we'll have it soon. But, of course, no rush. Don't rush creators. They're often doing this shit for free. Don't be a dick and leave your friends stranded in hot cars alone in a strange town where you don't know anybody. And I'll see you later.